Introverts have always been generally boxed into different categories. But what do we really know about introverts to make an informed conclusion? Here are some of the myths about introverts that we need to demystify. First, the misconception that they are arrogant. Since they're not outgoing and do not easily interact with others most of the time, they are misunderstood as being self-centered. This is not true. Introverts are selective when it comes to socializing and are incredibly careful as to whom they interact with, and they have selected people as their inner circle. Second, the misconception that they hate people in general. As much as introverts find it difficult to get along with most people, it does not mean they dislike people. They are just comfortable with a few selected people, not everyone. Third, the misconception that they are poor leaders and public speakers. This is one of the most common myths about introverts. This is because leadership is always equated with sociability and public speakers are considered to be outspoken in real life. Introverts make great leaders as well, and there are circumstances an introvert delivers a better speech than an extrovert. This is made possible by the fact that introverts have many thoughts to share, and once they master any skill or public speaking skills, they are unstoppable. Fourth, the misconception that introverts are boring. On the contrary, introverts are creative and their thoughts are always full of ideas and adventures, only that they are very selective when it comes to expressing them. Fifth, the misconception that they have weak personalities. Introverts have stronger personalities than anyone else, and they build on their willpower by giving time to themselves, an aspect extroverts always ignore. Naturally, most introverts have a fighting spirit, and their willpower can make the impossible happen. Introverts are pretty confident in their abilities and skills as well. Sixth, the misconception that they lack a strong mindset. Introverts are assumed to tend to run away from arguments, but they can be strongly opinionated. They can participate in heated debates, but mostly on a topic they are well versed with. Seventh, the misconception that they do not like making friends. Introverts are assumed to be antisocial. For them, it's never about the quantity but the quality of the friendships. They are cautious with the kind of friends they make, and they prefer to keep their inner circle small. And once they have their people, they are loyal friends. Eighth, the misconception that introverts want to be left alone. Introverts prefer moments of solitude, but they do not necessarily mean they want to be left alone. They have moments they wish to stay in solitude, and sometimes they have the need to talk, share, and have deep conversations, only that it must be with the person they are comfortable with. Ninth, the misconception that they need fixing. Some consider introversion as a mental disorder that needs to be rectified. It's just a personality, not a mental issue. Introverts need to be encouraged to be unapologetically themselves and content with who they are instead of trying to fix them. As an introvert, also know that nothing can stop you from achieving all that you want, not even your personality. So stop pulling yourself back. Give yourself the power and go grab all those opportunities you are eyeing. You have got the power within yourself. 10th, the misconception that they frequently suffer from breakdowns. While solitude and loneliness tend to affect the mental health of introverts, they have the mental strength and are strong enough to cope with it. They have strong personalities and are always willing to fight. 11th, the misconception that they are insecure and have low self-esteem. This is another common myth about introverts, and mostly, self-esteem is associated with social ability and talking a lot. This is not always the case. Self-esteem is mostly based on individual situations, not the personality type, and even extroverts themselves can suffer from self-esteem issues. So just because one is quiet, let it not be assumed that they are not confident and that their self-esteem is low. Being an introvert is a blessing, not a burden. It is one of the strongest personalities. Some of the great and notable people in the world are proud introverts. Get to know the introvert better instead of having negative ideas about them. Until next time, so long.